everyone. This is Vishal from Equity Guru, and crypto bulls. Let's talk about crypto here. The last few weeks, or a few weeks ago, sorry, there was some optimism, right? I mean, cryptos had a nice start in 2023. Very, very big move here in Bitcoin, breaking out of this range here. And 2023, started off with a bang, right? A lot of people are saying that this is the new crypto bull market. This continued until we hit 25,200 in February 2020, February 21st, 22nd, call it that level there. And a lot of people thought, hey, this is huge right now. We're breaking out. We're going to continue higher. A lot of technical analysts, not just me, when we look at the cryptos, we like to look at a lot of these long-term charts, right? And the weekly chart here was very, very interesting because technically we had a resistance or a lower high here at 24,185. So, I could easily draw a nice blue rectangle here. But because we didn't get that weekly breakout, we did warn that the candle, for the week of February 13th, nice green candle, but we were just at a resistance zone. And until we get that weekly breakout, there is still some weakness in the crypto markets, or there could potentially be some weakness in the crypto markets. And, fast forward a couple of weeks later, it does indeed look like that is happening. And, a major support level actually could be broken on the day I'm recording this. And that's not looking too good because it does look like we can come back and fall back below 20,000, maybe retesting the 18,000 zone and potentially 16,000 here on Bitcoin if we do manage to close below this support zone on Bitcoin, which I have marked here at 21,600. Take a look at other cryptos. You're seeing the similar patterns. Actually, you can see Ethereum, very nice rally again to start the year, but then just began to range at the 1680, 1720 zone. And it does look like we are coiling over, although the Ethereum support is actually, well, I was going to say it's still far away, but no, we are actually testing that 1500 support level, which could, again, break down, seeing us move back to that 1280, 1320 zone on Ethereum. Again, not a trade recommendation, but Litecoin is a chart that I actually shorted for my own trading. And I got in with this breakdown here on March 6th for this week. Very similar structure, right? Similar pattern, which is why I think maybe Bitcoin will follow, although you have this sort of head and shoulder pattern here on Litecoin, which, again, as I say similar, but sometimes the structures just look better in other charts. And I just thought this was a very beautiful short setup to take on Litecoin. If we look at Bitcoin Cash, once again, very similar pattern. You have that breakdown of support, very, very strong move lower. And I believe Ripple as well. Ripple was actually acting a bit differently, right? There's been days where when all the other cryptos are crashing, Ripple is holding up, stronger. And I think you can draw this nice little flag or wedge, whatever you want to call it. I like to call these a flag pattern. And you're just seeing Ethereum Ripple or XRP just consolidate and range between these levels, potentially a breakout on this one if we can close above this flag pattern. Fundamentals, a lot of people are wondering what the heck's going on. I've always said in the past that cryptos tend to act as a risk-on asset rather than a risk-off asset. So a lot of people like to say Bitcoin is very similar to gold, but I sort of see gold as like, a safe haven from the safe haven, right? So money will tend to run into the US dollar, but if there's issues with the dollar or things are just really, really crazy around the world, then that money will run into gold. And, sometimes people will argue the Japanese yen and also the Swiss franc. But Bitcoin, on the other hand, it moves as a risk-on asset, meaning it follows the action or the price action of the stock markets. And yes, stock markets are also dropping, and it looks like they're going to break below important support levels. So I'm not surprised that Bitcoin is doing the same thing as well. But of course, there's this fundamental, right? The Silvergate Bank, which is a California bank that mostly dealt in cryptocurrency transactions. And it has been announced that it is winding down and it is liquidating. And I think this is pretty big for the crypto space. There's a lot of I mean, these guys are a big player, right? Silvergate Capital. So I would really watch what's happening in the crypto space. You know, we're seeing panic selling here. Actually, interestingly enough, I mean, I won't name the Canadian crypto exchange, but I got an email saying that they're also now not allowing, or they're basically pausing. You know, they're using a nice word, but they're saying they're pausing transactions as they do some investigations because of the new Canadian regulatory laws as well. So maybe just a nice way to say, you know, we're closing down. So I've been seeing that not just in Canada, but also obviously in the States and other parts of the world. But I would really watch this crypto. Some people are calling it CryptoGate, but I would watch what's happening here in Silvergate Capital. But then again, on the technical side of things, major support levels are being taken out, which is hinting to more downside for the cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and of the other cryptocurrencies altogether. So that's it for me, folks. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Be sure to follow us and let me know in the comments below if you are buying cryptos, if you think this is just a temporary relief or pullback, and if you're still bullish for crypto in 2023. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to read what you guys have to say, and I'll catch you guys all in the next chart attack video.